All right, another weekend of NFL football is in the books. It's your boy Corey Parsons, the fantasy executive here for Fantasy Alarm and the Better Sports Network. And I got a couple of NFL things I want to get off my chest. Let me start off with the Washington Commanders. Told you last week they're the real deal. Going to come back again and tell you again this week that they're the real deal. Jayden Daniels is now minus money to win the Rookie of the Year, as he should be. He's starting to creep into the MVP conversation, and at plus 250 at most shops, I think the Washington Commanders are going to win the NFC East. Now, another team that I think is the real deal is the Minnesota Vikings. Now, they did catch Jordan Love, I think, and the Green Bay Packers in a bad spot. I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers went to Minnesota and got a revenge victory later on this year, but they're playing good defense. Sam Darnold is actually 10-1 in the MVP race, and not to mention the fact Kevin O'Connell knows what he's doing when it comes to coaching offense and this football team. The Vikings are a very well-run organization right now. I expect them to be a contender in the NFC. I don't expect the Philadelphia Eagles to be a contender in the NFC. They were washed by Tampa Bay yet again. Why Philadelphia went into this game as a favorite is beyond me. You knew that Philadelphia wasn't going to be able to compete with that passing attack, and when the Eagles get behind or fall behind big, rarely do they make an attempt to come back. Another team that I find to be interesting going into this week is the Baltimore Ravens. It was just a couple of weeks ago we was asking ourselves, what's wrong with the Ravens? Now we're saying the Ravens are the best team in football. But it was just last week we were saying that the Buffalo Bills, who the Ravens beat on Sunday night, were the best team in football. Let's just calm down with this whole best team in football thing. Because as good as the Ravens looked on Sunday night, next week they go to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals that we all wrote off after that loss to the Commanders, and I'm willing to guarantee you the Bengals will beat the Baltimore Ravens next weekend. The Houston Texans got a win over their division rival, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville is struggling right now, but Indianapolis is coming to town next week. Jacksonville should get back on track. But the Houston Texans, who are 0-4 against the spread, are not this AFC contender that everybody thinks they are. Next week, the Buffalo Bills come to Houston, and we'll really get to see what Houston is made of then. And finally, I want to discuss Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. The Bears got a win over a banged-up Ram team. But for all the hate and criticism and stuff that we've been giving Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears are 2-2 and right in the thick of things in the NFC North. It was good to see him throw a touchdown pass and get the win. The Rams will be back healthy and ready to go later on this year. Like the Rams, as soon as they get healthy, things are going to start to come together for them. They're too well coached and too good of a team. But that's where I stand on some of my thoughts of the latest weekend of NFL football. Curious of your comments. Drop a line down there in the comment section. It's your boy Corey Parsons, the fantasy exec. We out.